This is Cool Japan, and in this video we're going to take a look at the SH Figuarts Zamasu figure. It's looking really nice. So first up, let's take a look at the box. Here we have the front of the box. You can see a big picture of his half-corrupted form, and you can see his regular form and some stickers of approval. Bandai Tamashii Nations, Dragon Ball Super. On the side you can see some more product shots which look really nice. On the back it shows you what you can do. Shows you all the parts that it comes with. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Next, let's take a look at the accessories. So first up, let's take a look at the hands. He comes with these two fisted hands, which is very standard. One, his right hand does have the ring on it, which is nice. Left hand is just a regular hand. Right. Next up, he comes with these karate chopped flying pose hands. Again, the right hand does have the ring. You can see some nice details. The hands do look kind of big, but that's perfectly fine. Right. And next he has these instant transmission type of hand, or it can be like a pointing finger pointing at something, or some kind of beam, or whatever he does with those, with that kind of hand. And this hand comes, it's like an open palmed hand, but his thumb is kind of tucked in like that. It's kind of weird, but that's what he comes with, which is pretty cool. And last step, he comes with one gripping, clenching type of hand. I like how the ring is shiny in all of his hands. Looks really cool. Right, next let's take a look at some faceplates. So this figure comes with 4 different faceplates. He comes with 2 in his regular form and 2 in his half corrupted form. So first off, the regular face, he's got this smirking face. You can see his earrings look pretty nicely detailed. Right, and let me just show you how to change the faces real quick. You take off his hair. It's nice that he has some sideburns painted on his face. And his second regular form face is this teeth clenching, awesome looking face. That looks really, really good. Right. So his first half-corrupt face looks like this. It looks pretty horrifying. Looks really nice, actually. But, I don't know, it kind of looks... something about it looks kind of off, but that's... I guess that's what it's supposed to look like. Either way, he looks really menacing. And last, with his faces, he comes with this extremely mad, yelling, screaming, half-corrupt face, which looks horrifying, but it's awesome. It looks crazy, but the detail on it is really good. Alright, and next up I want to talk about one extra piece that he comes with. He comes with this tiny neck piece. And what you're supposed to do is you pop off his head, and this neck piece is the half corrupt. So you're supposed to pull this part out and then slide this one in, I guess, but I'm having a hard time doing that and I don't really want to force it, so I'm just going to keep it with this neck piece because it doesn't really make a difference. You can, I mean, most of the time you can't really see the neck anyway, but it is nice that they do include this. I just don't think it's all that necessary. Alright, and next up let's take a look at his corrupted arm. What you do is, well, here it is right here. What you need to do is pop out his right arm. It comes off pretty easily. It's not loose or anything, it just pops off nicely. And then you stick in the corrupted arm, and it looks like this. It looks really nice. I mean, it's very shiny, but it's supposed to be shiny because it's supposed to look really gooey and nasty. So that is really cool. It is double jointed, so you've got some nice range there. It's got a hinge and a ball on his wrist, and all in all, it looks really good. He's got a nice butterfly joint, so he can really stretch his arm across a lot. You can wrap all the way around to his back, which is great if you want to do that. You can, so that's cool. And so yeah, this is his arm accessory. It's not painted. I mean, I don't think it's painted. It's just got a gloss finish on it. Looks really, really nice. It is pretty heavy though, so you have to try and balance it. But you can. Check that out. Alright, and last with his accessories, let's take a look at his back halo or energy thing. It does go on this peg that clips on the back. It's got the joint right there, so you can kind of articulate it around how you would like. And all in all, it is included in the anime, so they did include it with the figure. It is a nice thing, but I don't see myself really using that, but it does look pretty cool. It's got the nice silver paint on it. So yeah, they did a good job on that. Next, let's take a look at the paint and the articulation. So here is Zamasu. He looks really good. I mean, there isn't that much shading on his body. I think there is actually no shading on his body. But his outfit looks pretty good. The only shading that I do really notice is in his hair. You see a little bit of graying there. Looks really nice. On the back, it's also painted, which is cool. His clothes doesn't look painted at all. I mean, there's paint, like there's the red paint. There is just no shading. But it looks good all in all. You got the natural shadows anyway, so it looks good. You got the gold button right there. His sleeves have the matte finish, which is nice. And his legs up to his feet, like up to there, I think it's the same mold as Goku Black, because it looks pretty much exactly the same. Just his feet are a little bit different. Goku has a little bit different boots. But all in all, I would say the paint and detail on this figure is pretty much spot on. It looks great. Next up, let's take a look at the articulation, which is pretty standard for all SH Figuarts Dragon Ball figures. He can look up, look down, he can bend his neck, and look down even further. Next up, let's take a look at the arms. He has this like shoulder armor thing. It's pegged onto the back of his shoulder, and it works out pretty good, pretty much as you would expect. His arm goes up about that much, which is just straight out. You can make it go up by rotating it. He does have a butterfly joint, which works out really good. He can put out his arm all the way and hug himself if he wanted to. He's got a bicep swivel, which is good. He's got the double jointed elbows, so he can bend his arm just about all the way. And his hand is connected with a ball hinge. Pretty good. He's got some torso movement. He can crunch about that much and arch his back quite a bit. Pretty good. The skirt piece is a very soft plastic. It doesn't really hinder the articulation at all. it's in 3 parts. So it's got this part right here, and the back. And it's a very soft rubber, so it really doesn't hinder the leg articulation at all. He can do the splits about that much. Nice side kick. You can do a front kick all the way, and a back kick also all the way. As you can see, the skirt doesn't really stop him from doing any of that. Looks pretty good. He's got a double jointed knee, which again, this is exactly the same as Goku Black. So if you have Goku Black, you know what to expect. There is no swivel at the bottom part of his leg. He has the ball hinge for his foot. You can pivot it quite a bit. Goes out that much. And he has a toe hinge. So all in all, his articulation is really good. I guess it's one of the better ones for a figure this size, a standard body figure. It works out really well. And I showed you before, the corrupted arm is also very nicely articulated. The butterfly joints really help him move around his arm. You know, even though it's huge, he can move his arms around a lot. So yeah, all in all, I would say this is a very, very solid release. If you are a fan of Dragon Ball, this would be a great addition to your collection. So let's check out some photos, and thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed.